Pack the worn-out leather suitcase and throw it in the rusty Chevrolet. The morning mist is lifting, revealing miles of endless desert gray. I spent too many seasons waiting for a miracle in that sleepy town. Time to chase the southern wind before another sun goes down. Got my boots resoled in a pocket full of wrinkled dollar bills, looking past the jagged canyons toward those unfamiliar distant hills. The past is just a hitchhiker standing stranded in our rearview mirror. With every mile we conquer, the picture ahead gets a little clearer. We don't need a golden compass or a map to show us where to go, when the gravel speaks a language that our restless spirits already know. Just press your foot against the pedal and let the freedom flow. Traveling down this dusty road, leaving our heavy burdens far behind, searching for a brand new frequency that our weary minds can find. Through the heat haze and the parched land, we are drifting free, heading toward the place where the wilderness finally meets the sea. I spent decades playing melodies for crowds who never knew my real name, chasing phantoms of fortune trapped inside a tiring corporate game. But your sweet voice called me out from the shadows of that concrete maze. Now we are writing our own gospel in this golden sun-drenched days. The air smells of wild sagebrush and freedom blowing through my messy hair. For the first time in a century, I don't feel the weight of despair. Let the engine hum its lullaby as we cross the state borderline. Your hand resting on the dashboard, completely synchronized with mine. We don't need a golden compass or a map to show us where to go, when the gravel speaks a language that our restless spirits already know. Just press your foot against the pedal and let the freedom flow. Traveling down this dusty road, leaving our heavy burdens far behind, searching for a brand new frequency that our weary minds can find. Through the heat haze and the parched land, we are drifting free, heading toward the place where the wilderness finally meets the sea. And if the tires blow out or the engine starts to smoke and whine, we'll just pitch a tent beneath the stars and drink cheap cherry wine. No regrets, no backward glances, no apologies left to make. We choose every single twist and turn that this crooked path might take. Just dust and wine, and the horizon stretching wide. Nothing left to hide. Ride on, companion, ride. Traveling down this dusty road, leaving our heavy burdens far behind, searching for a brand new frequency that our weary minds can't find. Through the heat haze and the parched land, we are drifting free, heading toward the place where the wilderness finally meets the sea. The old iron lighthouse casts a rotating beam across the dark Atlantic Sea. A faithful guardian guiding maritime travelers back to where they ought to be. I stand upon the wooden pier, breathing salty maritime atmosphere, watching the distant cargo ships slowly drop anchor as they draw near. My sailboat glides smoothly past the rocky breakwater boundary line, following the crimson and emerald markers that indicate safety divine. After months of exploring treacherous global currents and uncharted space, I'm finally returning to the comfort and sanctuary of your sweet embrace. The coastal beacons illuminate the final stretch of our aquatic journey, providing a peaceful resolution to our exhausting geographical turning, bringing us back to the stable ground where our roots can firmly anchor, guided back home by the reassurance of these familiar harbor lights, ending the long, terrifying solitude of our separate maritime nights. The anchor drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. I've survived fierce hurricanes near the unpredictable Cape of Good Hope, felt the terrifying power of massive waves testing my vessel's rope. But no oceanic triumph matches the profound relief I experience now as I step onto the stable dock and fulfill my silent homecoming vow. I secure the thick hemp lines to the iron cleats with absolute precision, celebrating the beautiful reality that replaces my long-distance vision. We don't need to roam the wide planet searching for a hidden treasure chest, when this quiet coastal village offers the ultimate spiritual rest. The coastal beacons illuminate the final stretch of our aquatic journey, providing a peaceful resolution to our exhausting geographical turning, bringing us back to the stable ground where our roots can firmly anchor, guided back home by the reassurance of these familiar harbor lights, ending the long, terrifying solitude of our separate maritime nights. The anchor drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay as a gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. A beautiful geographic spot free from constant migratory frustration. We can dismantle the sails and let the engine completely cool down. Tonight we are just two grateful citizens of this quiet coastal town, safe on the shore, roaming no more. The voyage is done, a new life begun, guided back home by the reassurance of these familiar harbor lights, ending the long, terrifying solitude of our separate maritime nights. The anchor drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. Harbor lights shining so clear, knowing that you are finally here. Welcome home. An antique parlor guitar sits abandoned in the corner of the dusty stage. Its varnish is peeling, its wood tells the story of an angrier age. I run my fingers across the metal wires, finding tension and rust, a monument to beautiful melodies that have now dissolved into dust. I snapped a silver E string while trying to force a passionate bend, a sudden sharp metaphor for a relationship we could no longer defend. We pushed our expectations far beyond what the instrument could bear. Now we are left with the echoing silence of our mutual despair. Can we rewrite the arrangement when the harmony has gone completely wrong? When the lyrics we cherish no longer belong in this traditional song, the rhythm has faltered, leaving us stranded where we don't belong. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our creative pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart. I remember when every chord we struck felt effortless and pure. We possessed a magical medicine that could any emotional ailment cure. But fame is a greedy salesman that buys your soul for a shiny dime, leaving you stranded, out of tune and completely out of time. The piano pedal sticks holding on to notes that should have passed away, a haunting resonance that reminds me of everything we failed to say. We were so busy projecting our voices to the back rows of the theater hall that we never noticed our private foundation beginning to crumble and fall. Can we rewrite the arrangement when the harmony is gone completely wrong? When the lyrics we cherish no longer belong in this traditional song, the rhythm has faltered, leaving us stranded where we don't belong. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our created pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run and hide. Yet from the fragments of this dissonance, a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart. Performance fear. If we must play on an altered instrument, let's make it uniquely ours. A scarred masterpiece born from surviving these dark, turbulent hours. Unwound, untuned, every creative ego wounded. But listen close to the space between, the most beautiful song we've ever seen. Staring at these broken strings, counting the cost of our created pride. Nowhere left for our tattered, exhausted egos to run once a new melody might start to stitch together the severed chambers of our unraveled heart. Broken strings, but we can still sing. Let the new music begin. Yeah, let it ring. Dawn peeks through the blinds, casting a pale yellow line across the breakfast table where our paths intertwine. A white porcelain mug sits untouched between our hands, a silent monument to our crumbling, unspoken plans. I stare at the dark liquid, watching the steam disappear, leaving behind a bit of film, mirroring my deepest fear. We used to talk for hours while the brew was piping hot. Now we are trapped in a silence that time forgot. The warmth has evaporated from this sacred morning routine, leaving us stranded in a dull, predictable machine, staring at the remnants of what we used to mean. Left with nothing but cold coffee and a pocket full of sighs, looking at the world through two exhausted, empty eyes. The caffeine can't wake up a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer wish to keep. I remember the diner where we first locked eyes, ordering breakfast specials under neon blue skies. The world was vibrant, the coffee was cheap and strong. We never anticipated anything could go so wrong. Now we sit in this expensive kitchen, completely alone. Our conversations have taken on a frozen tone. We pour more sugar, trying to mask the bitter taste of all these precious years we allowed to go to waste. The warmth has evaporated from this sacred morning routine, leaving us stranded in a dull, predictable machine, staring at the remnants of what we used to mean. Left with nothing but cold coffee and a pocket full of sighs, looking at the world through two exhausted, empty eyes. The caffeine can't wake up a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer wish to keep. cycle of despair. It's getting cold, we are growing old. The flavor has died, nothing left inside. Left with nothing but cold coffee and a pocket full of sighs. Looking at the world through two exhausted, empty eyes. The caffeine can't wake up a love that has gone to sleep, leaving us with promises we no longer wish to keep. Cold coffee, pouring it down the drain. And in the quiet pain, time to walk away. The old iron lighthouse casts a rotating beam across the dark Atlantic Sea, a faithful guardian guiding maritime travelers back to where they ought to be. I stand upon the wooden pier, breathing the salty maritime atmosphere, watching the distant cargo ships slowly drop anchor as they draw near. My sailboat glides smoothly past the rocky breakwater boundary line, following the crimson and emerald markers that indicate safety divine. After months of exploring treacherous global currents and uncharted space, I'm finally returning to the comfort and sanctuary of your sweet embrace. The coastal beacons illuminate the final stretch of our aquatic journey, providing a peaceful resolution to our exhausting geographical turning, bringing us back to the stable ground where our roots can firmly anchor, guided back home by the reassurance of these familiar harbor lights. And in the long, terrifying solitude of our separate maritime nights, the anchor drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. Hurricanes near the unpredictable Cape of Good Hope, felt the terrifying power of massive waves testing my vessel's rope. But no oceanic triumph matches the profound relief I experience now as I step onto the stable dock and fulfill my silent homecoming vow. I secure the thick hemp lines to the iron cleats with absolute precision, celebrating the beautiful reality that replaces my long-distance vision. We don't need to roam the wide planet searching for a hidden treasure chest, when this quiet coastal village offers the ultimate spirit to rest. The coastal beacons illuminate the final stretch of our aquatic journey, providing a peaceful resolution to our exhausting geographical journey, bringing us back to the stable ground where our roots can firmly anchor, guided back home anchor drops deep into the fertile mud of a peaceful bay, as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. Geographic spot free from constant migratory frustration. We can dismantle the sails and let the engine completely cool down. Tonight we are just two grateful citizens of this quiet coastal town, safe on the shore, roaming no more. The voyage is done, a new life drops deep into the fertile mud of the peaceful bay, as the gentle coastal current washes our global exhaustion completely away. Harbor lights shining so clear, knowing that you are finally here. Welcome home.
The late afternoon sun dips below the western mountain peak, casting a magnificent saffron illumination upon everything we seek. I sit on the hilltop, watching the long shadows stretch across the lawn, feeling a deep gratitude for the beautiful path we are currently on.
The harsh glare of the midday stress has completely expired, replaced by a comfort and warmth that leaves our spirits inspired. I open up my vintage instrument case, catching the radiant ray, an exquisite sonic celebration to conclude this memorable day. The daylight is performing its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid gold across the canyon wall. We feel the internal elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold, basking together inside the perfection of this golden hour, witnessing the quiet majesty of nature's transformative power. A timeless melody soaring high into the warm twilight sky. We watch the historical sorrows gracefully pass us by. I've performed under a million synthetic stadium halogen lamps, spent freezing nights in uncomfortable muddy backstage camps, but no theatrical production matches this organic celestial display, turning our simple human connection into a sacred immortal highway.
The gentle breeze carries carries the sweet fragrance of blossoming clover, and reassuring confirmation that our long spiritual winter is finally over. Your hand rests upon my shoulder, completely steady and strong, providing the absolute reassurance that this is where I belong. The daylight is performing its final spectacular curtain call, spilling a river of liquid gold across the canyon wall. We feel the internal elevation as the beautiful moment takes hold. Basking together inside the perfection of this golden hour, witnessing the quiet majesty of nature's transformative power. A timeless melody soaring high into the warm twilight sky. We watch the historical sorrows gracefully pass us by. Let the night approach. We are no longer afraid of the dark. We've captured a permanent fragment of this celestial spark, an indestructible furnace of inspiration born from mutual trust, a beautiful masterpiece that will never dissolve into dust. See the sun sink on the majestic brink. The light is so pure, our future is sure. Basking together inside the perfection of this golden hour, witnessing the quiet majesty of nature's transformative power. A timeless melody soaring high into the warm twilight sky. We watch the historical sorrows gracefully pass us by. Golden hour, painting our lives with brilliant grace, leaving a beautiful, permanent smile upon your face as the stars appear. I stand at the edge of the canyon, calling out your name, but the mountain only returns a sound that feels exactly the same. A lingering vibration from a conversation we had yesteryear, a haunting reminder of a proximity that used to be so near. Across the foggy valley, I listen to the fading acoustic sound, searching for the physical footprints we left upon this ground. Time has stretched the distance between our separate shores, leaving me with nothing but the memory of what was once yours. The geography of our separation is vast, rugged and deep, guarding the ancient secrets that our spirits promise to keep. As we try to bridge the chasm, while the world is fast asleep. Listening closely to the remnants of a distant echo in the wind, a fragile sonic thread connecting the places where we sin. Though the chapters have closed and the book is placed on the shelf, your resonance remains an inseparable part of my internal self.
I traveled to the northern wilderness to escape the heavy regret, believing that a change of climate would help my mind forget. But the howling of the timber wolves carries your exact vocal tone, reminding me that a man can never truly be completely alone. I trace the ivory keys, playing the chords you taught me to execute. Though the strings inside the piano have grown old and mostly mute, a subtle harmonic frequency still lingers within the wooden frame, a beautiful ghost that refuses to abandon its original claim. The geography of our separation is vast, rugged and deep, guarding the ancient secrets that our spirits promise to keep as we try to bridge the chasm while the world is fast asleep. Listening closely to the remnants of a distant echo in the wind, a fragile sonic thread connecting the places where we sin. Though the chapters have closed an inseparable part of my internal self. Is it possible to recreate the original acoustic vibration, or are we destined to live in a state of permanent insulation? Let the sound waves travel across the miles of wilderness sand until they finally land inside the palm of your welcoming hand. Can you hear me? Across the great sea, the sound is small, but it survives it all. Listening closely to the remnants of a distant echo in the wind, a fragile sonic thread connecting the places where we sinned. Though the chapters have closed and the book is placed on the shelf, your resonance remains an inseparable part of my internal self, a distant echo fading away into space, leaving a beautiful permanent trace. Still hearing your voice.
the sleepy harbor bay. The gulls are flown, chasing the last light of day. I watch the barometer dropping through the kitchen glass, waiting for this illumined shadow to finally pass.
Got a flashlight, a radio, and an old woolen coat, checking the dark lines on my battered wooden boat. The wind is shifting north, howling a vicious tune, swallowing the remaining sliver of the autumn moon. Nature is preparing for a magnificent, chaotic display, washing the dust of the summer months completely away. There is no escape from the elements, heading our way underneath these stormy skies. We find our final retreat, where the crashing waves and the driving rain meet. Let the lightning flash and the thunder rattle the floor. We are safer together than we ever were before. I've navigated rough waters across the Atlantic track, felt the spray of the ocean trying to break my back. But nothing compares to the tempest inside your mind, the most beautiful danger I could ever hope to find. Oh, the power lines flicker, plunging us into total night, but the warmth of your embrace is an eternal light. We don't need electricity or an artificial spark when our love can illuminate the deepest dark. Nature is preparing for a magnificent, chaotic display, washing the dust of the summer months completely away. There is no escape from the elements, heading our way underneath these stormy skies. We find our final retreat, where the crashing waves and the driving rain meet. Let the lightning flash and the thunder rattle the floor. We are safer together than we ever were before. Let the gale force winds tear the old shingles off the roof. Our love doesn't require any further structural proof. We can survive the wreckage, we can rebuild the wall, standing tall together through the fiercest squall. Listen to the rain beat, our hearts keep the same beat. Let the tempest roar right outside our door. Underneath these stormy skies, we find our final retreat, where the crashing waves and the driving rain meet. Let the lightning flash and the thunder rattle the
Velour armchairs arranged in a semicircle beneath a low ceiling lamp. The air conditioning unit hums softly, chasing away the summer damp. I observe the empty stage where the brass section used to stand, holding a glass of sparkling tonic water inside my trembling hand.
I slipped through the rear entrance, carrying an unamplified jazz guitar, avoiding the chaotic chatter from the crowded sidewalk bazaar. This vacant room offers a sanctuary for those who wish to contemplate the heavy consequences of a choice we made entirely too late. The stillness wraps around us like an expensive cashmere shawl, absorbing the unspoken tension, expanding within this concrete wall. A quiet truce before the final autumn leaves begin to fall, resting inside the sanctuary of the silent lounge tonight, where the remaining worries dissolve completely out of sight. No lyrics required to explain the complexity of our current state. We simply coexist while the hands of the clock dictate our fate. I spent decades navigating the loud commercial entertainment industry, trading my authentic artistic vision for financial stability and industry luxury. But this unbothered stillness restores my original creative clarity, showing me that peace is a rare, non-negotiable commodity. Your fingers rest motionless upon the dark mahogany wood grain, a beautiful contrast to the frantic pace of the Russian commuter train. We don't need a massive audience to validate our inner worth, when this private stillness is the sweetest paradise on earth. The stillness wraps around us like an expensive cashmere shawl, absorbing the unspoken tension, expanding within this concrete wall. A quiet truce before the final autumn leaves begin to fall, resting inside the sanctuary of this silent lounge tonight, where the remaining worries dissolve completely out of sight. No lyrics required to explain the complexity of our current state. We simply coexist while the hands of the clock dictate our fate. Let the noise in metropolis continue its frantic, endless race. We've established a permanent boundary around
dissolve completely out of sight. No lyrics required to explain the complexity of our current state. We simply coexist while the hands of the clock dictate our fate. Silent lounge where the noise can't find us, leaving the frantic world behind us. Just peace, absolute peace. Dim lighting overhead, haze floating through the crowded pub, a late night sanctuary away from the daily corporate hub. The saxophone player is leaning against the brick veneer, blowing a sultry phrase that chases away every inhibition and fear.
In the corner booth,
watching the incense spiral high,
sipping a tumbler of scotch,
catching your mysterious eye.
The drummer drops a syncopated beat
that captures my feet, an irresistible invitation making our separate paths meet. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation and expensive cologne,
a sacred playground where nobody has to spend the evening alone.
We are melting into the tempo, entering hypnotic zone, caught up inside this infectious smoky groove tonight, where the boundaries blur beneath the purple velvet light. Let the rhythm dictate exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structure of the world far away. The European continent,
but nothing matches this basement club's
organic element.
Your hips move like water
flowing down a mountain stream, turning this casual encounter into an everlasting dream.
The electric keyboard plays a cascade in jazz progression so fine,
sending a delicious shiver straight down my sensitive spine.
We don't need a formal introduction
or a complicated phrase when our synchronized movement speaks through the aromatic haze. The atmosphere is thick with anticipation and expensive cologne,
a sacred playground where nobody has to spend the evening alone.
We are melting into the tempo, entering a hypnotic zone,
caught up
inside this infectious smoky groove tonight,
where the boundaries blur
beneath the purple velvet light.
Let the rhythm dictate
exactly how our bodies should sway. We are leaving the rigid structure of the world. musical road. No charts, no restrictions, no boundaries left to respect. Just pure sonic chemistry that two kindred spirits connect. Feel the smoke rise, look through the disguise, keep the groove tight all through the night. Caught up inside this infectious smoky groove tonight, where the boundaries blur beneath the purple velvet light. Let the rhythm dictate exactly how our body should sway. We are leaving the rigid structure of the world far away. Smoky groove, keeping us moving, our spirits improving. Just let it flow, slow, slow. Midnight drapes across the bedroom floor like a heavy shroud of silk. You are sipping black coffee, I am pouring a glass of organic milk. The jazz radio station is playing a melancholy trumpet tune from long ago, creating a cinematic backdrop as the shadows on the ceiling slowly grow.
Your touch feels softer than the fabric of a royal theater curtain. In a chaotic universe, this intimate connection is the only thing certain. I've strummed melodies for kings, queens, and a million faceless crowds, but your love is the only power capable of dispersing my stormy clouds. We are weaving a complex tapestry out of our shared emotional scars, finding a strange kind of comfort underneath these indifferent stars, allowing our defenses to dissolve behind these invisible prison bars. Drowned in the velvet blues, wrapped in a blanket of exquisite indigo, let the nocturnal symphony guide the direction where our spirits flow. A seamless fusion of a weeping guitar. We are floating through the twilight. Wave goodbye to the world outside. I used to believe that pain was the only true catalyst for art, that a songwriter must always possess a permanently broken heart. But your sophisticated grace taught me a completely different theme, showing me that peace can be found within an elegant shared dream. The texture of your voice coats my mind like a warm, soothing balm, guiding my anxious thoughts toward an unprecedented, beautiful calm. We don't need to shout our devotion to the judgmental world outside, when our silent understanding is a sanctuary where truth can reside. We are weaving a complex tapestry out of our shared emotional scars,
velvet blues, wrapped in a blanket of exquisite indigo. Let the nocturnal symphony guide the direction where our spirits flow. A seamless fusion of a weeping guitar. We are floating through the twilight. Wave goodbye to the world outside. When I am locked in this embrace with you, we are the authors of a nocturnal masterpiece, a sacred design, where the blues of the earth and the jazz of heaven perfectly align. So smooth, so deep, before we drift off to sleep. Feel the velvet texture touch your soul. We are finally whole, drowned in the velvet blues, wrapped in a blanket of exquisite indigo. Let the nocturnal symphony guide the direction where our spirits flow. A seamless fusion of a weeping guitar. We are floating through the twilight. Wave goodbye to the world outside. The velvet blues wrapping us tight into the quiet night. Sleep now, my love. The fireplace crackles, throwing warmth across the polished oak floor. As the chilly autumn atmosphere creeps underneath the heavy front door, I pour 2 portions of apple cider into handmade ceramic bowls, watching the comfort and radiance rejuvenate our weary traveling souls.
Your eyes reflect the golden illumination of the dancing pine logs, erasing the lingering fatigue from navigating the coastal morning fogs.
I tune my acoustic instrument, finding a sweet resonant vibration,
A perfect sonic
accompaniment to this intimate domestic vacation. The seasonal transition brings a beautiful comfort and shift, lifting our heavy spirits like a miraculous unexpected gift.
We feel the internal elevation
As the creative blocks begin to drift, basking together within this peaceful amber glow tonight, where every single memory feels comfortable. Oh, to survive the coming winter squash.
I used to seek excitement within the frantic glare of the stadium spotlight, believing that temporary adrenaline was the ultimate artistic height.
But this domestic tranquility provides a far deeper spiritual satisfaction, protecting my sensitive mind from the danger of ego-driven distraction.
The scent of cinnamon and roasted chestnuts fills the cozy space
as I trace the elegant wise lines etched upon your handsome face.
We don't need excessive luxury
or a complicated material scheme when this humble fireplace provides the foundation of our shared dream. The seasonal transition brings a beautiful, comforting shift, lifting our heavy spirits like a miraculous, unexpected gift.
We feel the internal elevation
As the creative blocks begin to drift, basking together within this peaceful amber glow tonight, where every single memory feels comfortable, warm and right. Let the flickering shadows dance upon the living room wall. We possess everything we need to survive the coming winter squall.
Let the temperature drop outside.
Let the frost cover the window pane.
We've constructed an internal furnace
That no blizzard can drain.
an eternal source of inspiration,
Born from mutual respect and care. A brilliant, indestructible light that we are blessed to share. Feel the warmth grow in the fireplace. You're safe and secure. Our devotion is pure, basking together within this peaceful amber glow tonight, where every single memory feels comfortable, warm and right. Let the flickering shadows dance upon the living room wall. We possess everything we need to survive the coming winter squall. Amber glow, keeping the cold road at bay, guiding our steps along the way. So warm, so bright. Left out in the backyard, abandoned to the autumn sleet, like an old iron gate overlooking a deserted town street. The crimson oxidation flakes off beneath my gentle touch. A fragile mechanism that I used to feel and love too much. I've been locked away in a damp, forgotten cellar chest, hiding every vulnerability beneath a scarred protective vest. The gears are frozen solid, gummed up by decades of neglect, refusing to acknowledge the emotional damage we collect. But a drop of lubricating kindness can make the metal move, forcing our rigid defense back into a flexible vintage groove, breaking the stiff corrosion that we no longer need to prove. Beating inside this chest is a stubborn, rusty heart, trying to find a way to make a brand new engine start. Though the joints are stiff and the polish has faded away, the ancient iron will find its rhythm again today. I used to think my machinery was permanently broken down, a useless piece of scrap metal scattered on the edge of town. But your warm embrace acts like a blast of pure refinery heat, melting the frozen anxiety, making my pulse complete. We don't need a shiny chrome finish or a flawless silver sheen to function beautifully within this wild, unpredictable scene. Our scars are just proof of the heavy storms we survived, a testament to the miraculous way our devotion arrived. But a drop of lubricating kindness can make the metal move, forcing our rigid defense back into a flexible vintage groove, breaking the stiff corrosion that we no longer need to prove. Beating inside this chest is a stubborn, rusty heart, trying to find a way to make a brand new engine start. Though the joints are stiff and the polish has faded away, the ancient iron will find its rhythm City streets, hidden from the public view, a subterranean network carries messages from me to you. A raw metal thread humming with a frantic electric current, defying the concrete barriers, an unstoppable deterrent. I'm holding the receiver, listening to the static hiss, trying to bridge the distance, remembering your kiss. An old-fashioned connection in a modern digital age. Two analog spirits trapped inside a high-tech cage. The signals are traveling through the dark, damp earth, giving our long-distance devotion a brand new birth, transmitting the frequency of our undeniable worth, bound together by a strand of red copper wire, conducting the heat of our unquenchable desire. Electricity keeps us locked in a permanent embrace. I can hear the rhythm of your breathing through the line, synchronizing perfectly with the frantic pulse of mine. They can tear down the towers and cut the modern cable, but our rustic connection remains completely stable. Your voice travels like a lightning bolt through the dark, igniting in my chest a brilliant, everlasting spark. We don't need satellites orbiting the outer space when this simple metal thread can conjure your face. The signals are traveling through the dark, damp earth, giving our long-distance devotion a brand new birth, transmitting the frequency of our electricity keeps us locked in a permanent embrace. Hear the hum, the message will come. Stay on the line, everything is fine. Bound together by a strand of red copper wire, conducting the heat of our unquenchable desire. The miles of wilderness divide our physical space. electricity keeps us locked in a permanent embrace. Copper wire, yeah, keeping us connected. Copper wire, just like we expected. Don't hang up. Don't. The crescent moon exerts its invisible gravitational pull tonight, altering the vast aquatic landscape beneath the pale starry light. I float upon the saltwater surface, completely letting go of control, allowing the oceanic currents to wash over my exhausted, weary soul. My wooden raft moves aimlessly across the dark marine floor, no longer searching for the boundaries of a familiar earthly shore. The heavy weights of expectation have dissolved into the deep abyss, leaving me in a state of absolute, unbothered therapeutic bliss. The massive undercurrent shift, changing our trajectory and path, erasing each mathematical calculation and every bitter aftermath. We surrender our rigid direction to the ancient wisdom of the sea, carried away effortlessly by these slow drifting tides to a mysterious destination where the wide horizon hides. No one's required to navigate this beautiful maritime stream. We are floating weightless inside a magnificent aquatic dream. I spent half a century fighting against the natural flow of time, trying to climb the highest peaks, committing an emotional crime. But this liquid surrender provides a far more profound release, guiding my frantic intellect toward an unprecedented inner peace. Phosphorescent organisms illuminate the dark water below, creating a surreal underwater constellation that starts to glow. We don't need a map, a compass, or a modern satellite guide, when we can simply trust the natural rhythm of the changing tide. The massive undercurrent shift, changing our trajectory and path, erasing each mathematical calculation and every bitter aftermath. We surrender our rigid direction to the ancient wisdom of the sea, carried away effortlessly by these slow drifting tides to a mysterious destination where the wide horizon hides. No one's required to navigate this beautiful maritime stream. We are floating weightless inside a magnificent aquatic a singular collective soul, no longer anchored to the static grievances of the solid land. Tonight we are just stardust, floating far away from the sand, flowing so deep into the cosmic sleep. Let the water guide, nowhere left to hide. Carried away effortlessly by these slow drifting tides to a mysterious destination where the wide horizon hides. No oars required to navigate this beautiful maritime stream. We are floating weightless inside a magnificent aquatic dream. Drifting tides carrying us out to the open sea, finally unburdened